Action! Oh, I don't know what else I need to do. Ah, no. Hang on. Winner. Oh, happy days. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Right, I'm making me my first meal of the day, which is a protein shake. Which today is consisting of water and ice, a ripe banana, acai and blueberry protein powder, and a little bit of creatine. Give that a little whiz. Sorry, loud noise. Sorry for the ear burner. Cheers all. Okay, are we all in line? All looks synced so far. Excellent. Hello. Right. Asian, mostly Thai bits today. I'm going to move this. I get a little bored. Ta-da. Happy days. Right, the first thing we're gonna make is a tofu larb, an amazing minty onion shalloty salad, which we'll use vegan fish sauce in, and it's really good. Nearly as good as if you used chicken and fish sauce in a traditional larb guy. So, we're gonna need shallot, lime, tofu, mint, which I'll put there, and spring onions. I'm gonna crumble this tofu up. Not really fine. This is extra firm tofu. In fact, that's all that I'm going to need for this. We'll save that for later, or tomorrow, or something new. Lost a bit of tofu there. You get a pan hot. Not that pan, that's got water in it. We'll go for the big one and then we'll wipe it out, so should be less washing up. Hello, Catio. Catio. Welcome to the room. Thank you for joining. How are you doing today? Are you cooking along? Really well, thank you, really well. The weather's terrible. It's supposed to be like the beginning of summer here, and it's blowing a gale. It's like 40-mile-an-hour winds. But hey ho. It's set to get better. For the weekend, it's supposed to be nice. Oh, amazing. Thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Yay. I'm new here. I think, what am I in? Nearly halfway through my second week. So I really appreciate that. Loving it so far, it's going really well. Okay, pan's hot. We're going to fry this firm tofu in a little bit of oil. Except I have no oil out. Magic cupboard. All right, so we want to get a little bit of colour on here. Where are you from, Kat? I'm mostly vegan, not exclusively, but mostly. Just from a health point of view, I try to eat a lot more vegetables. I'm not the biggest fan of tofu. We do use a bit. My partner, she does quite like it. Tofu, I think, can be delicious, providing you mix it with the right things. Like a pack of tofu out, slice it, put it between some bread as a sandwich. That's not going in my chibbers. This is really good though. Based on a lab guy, so a really aromatic, sweet, sour and spicy Thai salad. Traditionally made with fish sauce and minced chicken or pork. I have recently started training again, which I also stream on here, which is keeping me motivated to do it. So I train 45 minutes to an hour a day, 5 days a week, just with resistance spans, so no space, no equipment, or minimal equipment required. So get this tofu a little bit golden and a little bit crispy. Whilst that's frying, we'll chop up our spring onions. How about you, Kat? Are you vegetarian, vegan? Eat a bit of everything? Okay, tofu is golden. And to that, we're going to add some toasted ground rice. Now, you could use sushi rice or pudding rice. I think any kind of rice. This is risotto rice, and that's just been toasted in a dry pan for about 10 minutes until it's lightly golden and nutty in aroma. Smells a bit like popcorn. Let it cool down, blitz it up. And this is an essential ingredient in quite a few Thai salads actually, but definitely in this one. It really helps to bind all the marinade or dressing for it, which is mainly lime juice and soy and a vegan fish sauce. There's no oil that's added to this dressing, so the rice kind of binds it all up. Okay, thank you very much for popping in. Thank you, Kat. I'll catch you again soon, hopefully. Enjoy your school day. Okay, so ground rice. That goes into the tofu. Give it a little stir up. Lovely jubbly. Pan is off the heat now. Slice up our spring onions. Nice and fine. And Kat, if you are here, I really appreciate that, fellow. And if not, I'll say it to nobody. Spring onions. Whoop. Shallot. Cut that in half. Top and tail it. And get it peeled. Da, 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 da. And get this shallot really finely sliced with no root. Okay, as fine as you can. just like that. Right, into our pan. We're going to add our shallot. Our spring onions. Cheeky bit of shallot skin getting in there. Lime juice. I've got 2, I may only need 1. Squeeze all the juice in there. A little pinch of chili flakes. And some fish sauce. Which is vegetarian fish sauce. Give all that a mix. Smells amazing already. Give it a little taste. And what we're looking for is something sweet, sour, and salty. Spot on. Next, we're going to chop up a lot of mint. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of fresh mint, but in this salad, it's just wonderful. Plenty of mint. Smelling fresh. Okay, I'm gonna have to move my pan there. Oh, it's a little bit awkward for me. Cat's back. Welcome back, Cat. Thank you. So you missed loads of bits on there already. Okay, so in here we've got the tofu in the ground rice, and I've added in lime juice, finely sliced shallots, finely sliced spring onions, and I'm going to chop up a load of fresh mint. So sweet, sour, and salty. Was school too boring, and I'm much more entertaining? Is that what it was? So nice and fine on the mint. All in. Give that a good stir up. Looks awesome, smells amazing. And this is amazing warm or cold, this salad. Giving that a little taste. Love it. We don't need that lime. And put that in a bowl for later on. Such a nice salad. Give my pan a little wipe. Because that will get used again. Well, your English, I promise you, is far, far better than my German. I do promise you that. But I don't think we'll go there. I don't think I'll attempt to speak any German to you. Because you wouldn't understand me and it would be embarrassing. But anyway, hopefully it makes sense with what you see. Okay, tofu larb done. Little stir fry sauce. So this is going to be the sauce or the dressing for our stir fry once we cook it. A little bit of soy sauce, a touch of maple syrup, another pinch of chili flakes, let's get a bit more, and some rice wine vinegar. To that, we're going to add a tiny bit of corn flour, just to give the sauce a little bit of body, but not very much at all. Simple as that. Doo-doo. Next up, cucumber and an avocado. Half an avocado, it's been in my fridge. Avocado salad. Remove any brown bits from where that's oxidized in my fridge. Peel the avocado. Half the cucumber. And we'll scrape out the seeds. We'll slice this not too thin, not too thick. Same with the avocado. Beautiful. The dressing for this one is going to be mirin, so a sweet rice wine. A little splash of rice wine vinegar. Oh, I think I want lime juice in this as well. Let's check what I wrote. Bum, 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 bum. No, just soy sauce. There we are. Tiny drizzle of soy sauce. A tiny drizzle of olive oil. and give that a mix up. Give it a little taste. Lovely. Avocado in. Cucumber in. And that really wants to sit for at least 10 minutes. Make sure it's nicely coated. Super. Easy this. Thai cooking malarkey. Right. Some water boiling. Two pans of water boiling. One's for some white rice, which just could be plain boiled. You could use sticky rice or whatever rice you want, really. Jasmine rice, something like that would be nice. I'm using long grain rice because it's in the cupboard. The other pan of water, I'm gonna make a very quick broth, which is gonna be for the stir fry as well. And all that's gonna go into there is a little bit of wakame seaweed. So this is dried seaweed. A little goes a very, very long way. So we're gonna pop that into the smaller pan of water, and that's gonna be a kind of Asian-y vegetable stock. So literally, I'm gonna put a tiny pinch, wherever the camera is, tiny pinch of that into, there's too much water there as well, into about that much, a bit less, into about that much water. And then that will get mixed in with the stir fry sauce as well. Do, 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 do. Okay, we'll get a stir fry veg cut and prepared. Mange two, which I'm gonna go straight in half. As soon as that seaweed water is up to the boil, and you can see it all swells up. Let's change the camera. As soon as the seaweed sauces or seaweed water's boiled, take it off, let it cool down, and that seaweed all swells up and gets really big. Okay, some mushrooms, which we'll quarter them. Carrot, which are half and quarter of it is a big carrot, but it's not. And then finally slice that. I still want the carrot to have a nice bite in this stir fry. So I want to cook it fast, but have it thin. Some broccoli florets. And a big fan of broccoli. I'll leave these chunky, because I do like it raw as well. Okay, water's up for the rice. I get a small amount of that in there. So I'll try not to overeat today too much. As soon as that water's up to the boil with the rice in, turn it down to a very gentle simmer. We have some edamame beans. Not sure you get that in a shot. Some British asparagus. Don't want the end bits, they're a bit tough. And a red onion. A lot of veg in today's meal. A lot of veg and lots of different veg. Which hopefully the body's going to appreciate. Onion we shall slice down. I'll squeeze that onto this plate as well. We'll try. Excellent. And ooh, one last thing that I want to add. There's some basil, which I'm going to chuck into the stir fry sauce, because I've got more basil than what I need and it's getting a little bit old. Plus I love basil. So you could use Thai basil, purple basil. I think they call this one the Majestic, like the standard big leaf stuff. It's also my favourite. I find some of the other ones a little bit too metallic-y. Chunky on the basil. That's our stir fry sauce. That's our seaweed stock and broth. Chuck all that into this little dish. You don't want to add that broth to the corn flour mixture if it's boiling hot, because it'll start to thicken, which we don't want to do until it's all in the pan. Seaweed, basil, soy chili. Let's get rid of this board. Don't think I need a board anymore. And move all that in. Do, 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 do. Excellent. Okay, rice probably won't take too long, 5–10 minutes, something like that. Just enough time to make another coffee. Maybe do a bit of tidying up. That'd be that'd be a luxury. Because you should always clean as you go, shouldn't you? But something that I don't tend to do on stream. I do if I'm not got a camera on me, I suppose. But I always kind of figured it's better to try and do something on camera than tidy up. But I'm waiting for that rice, so I may as well chat to nobody that's chatting back to me right now and tidy a bit up. I got through that really quickly today. Look at me, take a bow. It's because no one's talking to me. Right, I have finished with all of those. Gonna want to add into the stir fry right at the end some toasted sesame seeds, a tiny bit of smoked paprika, and a tiny bit of onion granules. 'Tis the plan. Oh, and some coriander and a chili. And then we should be good to go. Doo-doo. That on that. Don't want that. This coriander's looking a bit sorry for itself. Yeah. So it's been out of the fridge. Let me get some more. Do, 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 do. Okay, rice isn't too far off. The other thing I need to do today is make a dough for naan bread. Hello, Maz Manchester. There's no one else chatting now. I had one. I think it was a girl. I don't know. She's gone. But you're here, Maz, and that's all that matters. You're here. I'm here. I'm here. And I've got loads done already this morning, which I'm pretty happy with. I'm waiting for some rice to cook, and then we're gonna cook the stir fry stuff with the stir fry sauce. We've got a tofu larb guy, or tofu larb salad, and we have a cucumber and avocado dressed salad. It's gonna be a winner. I really like Thai food. This is mostly Thai. These two are definitely Thai. The stir fry is kind of, I'm not sure I could class it as Thai, but it's tasty. Asian. And then I need to make some bread, which is naan bread for tomorrow's Indian day, which I never planned to, excellent. I never planned to do naan bread because I always believed that you needed a tandoor clay oven to cook them in, which I don't have. And Greg yesterday said, I'd love you to make naan breads. So we kind of chucked together a recipe. I tried out yesterday and cooked them on the barbecue. And I was really happy with it. So I'm gonna make the dough again today, and then we'll ferment it in the fridge overnight, roll it out and cook it on the barbecue tomorrow. So long as it's not raining and I can get a camera working out there, but I think I can. I think so. So we're gonna make that in a minute. It doesn't take long. It's vegan yogurt, because that's all I've got in the cupboard, but it worked. Flour, sugar, yeast, and salt and water. Pretty standard bread dough, but with yogurt in it, really. And a bit of sugar. Groovy, groovy. Let's get a pan hot and cook a stir fry. Oh, I was going to make a coffee. And then you came in, Maz, and started talking. Winner, winner. Let's do both. Let's talk to you and get a coffee. How's your day today, Maz? How's Manchester? It's blown a gale here. It's like 40-mile-an-hour winds. It's horrible. For me, I need to shut the door because when I cook a stir fry, I try to get my pan as hot as I can and cook as quickly as I can, so it's stir and frying, not stir stewing. But that will mean the fire alarm will go off. Because I'll avoid putting the extraction fan on because I don't like the noise of it. And I think it's even worse on stream. So stir fry bits, mushrooms. Let's change camera again. Let's go through that. Mushrooms, mange two, English asparagus, red onion, broccoli, carrots, edamame beans. I'm going to finish it with a little bit of smoked paprika, onion granules, and toasted sesame seeds. And then this is our stir fry sauce, which is mirin, rice wine vinegar, chili flakes, a little bit of corn flour, a broth which is made from wakame seaweed and water, and then I chucked in a load of chopped basil as well because I had it and I like basil, so why not? Do, 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 do. I feel like I listen to these same songs over and over and over again every morning. And they're growing on me. A red chilli and a bit of coriander, just to flick on there as a bit of garnish right at the end. Okay, pan is hot. A little bit of oil. Oh, I kind of forgotten the two most important ingredients in my stir fry, which is garlic and ginger paste, which is always in the freezer. So my garlic and ginger paste, in case you didn't know, I blitz up a load of ginger, keep it in the freezer, and I blitz up a load of peeled garlic. And I keep that in the freezer. And I use that for loads of Asian dishes, Chinese, Thai, use it for loads of Indian dishes. And then if I just want garlic, then I've got garlic separately there as well. Yeah, a nice bit of colour on this veg. What was that noise? That's the freezer. I left it open. Okay, rice is cooked. We'll drain that off. Leave that there. Okay, next thing we'll get broccoli and onion. Swap the camera back now, shouldn't I? You can get these cool contraptions where you have buttons to do all this. I'll have to work that out. So again, I want to get a little bit of colour on the broccoli and on the onions. I don't want to cook them until they're really, really soft. That's not how I like a stir fry. Oh, coffee. Why can't I make this coffee? Third time lucky on making a coffee. Nice bit of colour on there. Right, next in we'll go our greens and our garlic and ginger paste. Still on highest heat I can, and we'll cook that until the overwhelming garlic aroma dissipates and turns into a citrusy, gingery aroma. That's what we're looking for. Which is really garlicky right now. Now we're getting gingery, very nice. I think cooking with your senses is really important, like not just like your palate, but your eyes, your ears and your nose. Because you can hear if a pan's hot or if it's not, and you can smell when you develop the flavours. Well, that's a big chunk of ginger. I can't puree it up. Oh, no, it's not. I'm lying. It's a piece of asparagus. That's fine. Right, we have a citrusy, gingery, almost limey aroma. Turn that pan down. And we can chuck in our stir fry sauce. Lovely. Awesome. Oh, and edamames, because I've got them. Okay, so finally, a bit of taste of sesame seeds. Tiny bit of smoked paprika. Like imagine the smallest pinch ever, and then quarter it. A little bit of onion flakes. Oh, it smells good. Let's give it a little try. Haha! Fantastic. Really, really happy with that. So, let's chop up this chilli and put it all together. Good morning, Greg. You're just dishing up. How are you today? Thank you for coming. Right. Let's do this. That's better there, isn't it? Let's get there. Okay. Rice in. Look at that, I've not made myself an enormous portion. What a winner. Oops, turn that stuff out. Was it a good sleep, Greg? I may have made too much stir fry. I tried not to. We can go with this, eh? It's all veg. Bum, 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 bum. Get it all in there. Delicious. Right. Add a touch of coriander to the stir fry. And a little bit to the cucumber and avocado salad. And chili. A little bit of chili seeds and slice on our rice. Get him back there. How's that looking? Happy days. Tofu Larb guy, cucumber avocado salad, and a veg stir fry, rice and chili, bit of coriander. Awesome. I'm doing really well, thank you, Greg. Really well. Washed it out this morning, much faster than anticipated, which is good. Thank you very much. Never know the best angle to get on this. Play around with that in a bit. Okay. So Greg, you haven't watched me cook today, but we're gonna make the dough again, the naan bread dough. Hide a bit of this away. This cupboard's got pulley out shelves, and the back bit of it I don't think is high enough because I've just lost something down the back of the cupboard. Should be fun to get out later. Famous garlic and ginger paste came out for this one today. You can go back away. Bum, bum, bum. Well, no, it's a bit smoky in here. Let's give it air. Really rubbish weather today. So if you can hear it. All right, we'll chuck that there for now. Well, what camera have I lost? That one, it's back. Oh, we got a lag again. Thank you very much, Mats. Hopefully it'll taste pretty good too. I'll have that a bit. I'm not even hungry yet though. It's a bit early on that. But that'll still be delicious. Roomsy temperature. Bum, 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 bum. Right. What do you need? Sugar, salt. A scrapey thing, scales. Oh, there is a bit of a lag. Why does this happen? I don't understand why it happens. Nor do I really understand how to fix it. Ba-bum, ba-bum. I think it's always this one. Let's try and fix it quickly before we make this dough. Okay, I think that's worked. Right, dough. So, from the dough that we made yesterday, that I had to adjust the recipe halfway through, we're gonna make that again, but I'm gonna make half of the quantity. Because I ended up cooking and eating way too many of these naan breads yesterday, Greg, as I told you last night. So try not to do that again. So I've got the recipe up now, but I want to make half the amount. So let's see. Salt, sugar, yogurt, flour and yeast. Alrighty, tidy. I should have an open one of these somewhere. Or is it the other box? Must be the other box. Oh, or did I put in the thing upside down? I did. What's going on? Joy. I put the packet back in the box upside down. So now I have dried yeast all in my drawer. And all over the floor. Cool. Right, let's do this. And all in my apron. Right, 110 flour to half this recipe. So strong flour. A little sprinkle of yeast, maybe about a gram for it's probably a bit less than a gram, but we'll go with it. It's got all night to prove, so we'll be happy with that. About 3 grams of salt. About 12 grams of sugar. A little mix. Okay, liquids. And 50 grams of vegan yogurt. Beautiful. And 30 grams of water, room temperature water. And we'll see if I wrote it down correctly yesterday and if I've halved it correctly today. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, let's mixy mix. So bring it all together. Obviously you could start this with your fingers. I always like to use a scraper card because I find I get less dough under my nails. So keep mixing that. With all these kind of breads, I think you always got to be a little bit patient because if you think, oh, it looks a bit dry at this point, you don't want to add any more water until you've actually worked it all in properly and the flour starts to hydrate. If you think it's a bit wet, same kind of principle, just keep working it for a little bit, a couple of minutes. And once you have done, then you can decide. As we did yesterday, great when we developed this one. Okay, because that's looking nice now. Once it's all together and it's not a big sticky tacky mess, then we can knead it on our bench. Super. That's good. Make sure your bench isn't wet. So, good dough ball, thank you. Kneading a tiny little dough ball like this it's not easy, I think. When you're doing a big loaf, it's easy to knead it. So we'll do quite a lot of stretching and rolling until we get to our window pane effect. Once that gluten's developed and it's got good elasticity, I mean, it's probably hydrated. Once your dough is feeling quite firm, there's also a kneading technique which is called the slapping method, which is not slapping like this, but it's actually kind of dough throwing. So it stretches onto your bench as you go. Just keep working that dough. You'll feel it start to become stronger, more resilient, and just tighter. It's definitely a sticky dough. I don't know if that's part of the the thickeners that they put into that vegan yogurt. Carrageenan or whatever they put in there. But it's certainly sticking to me. More than it seemed yesterday. But it's a smaller day, maybe that's why. Okay. Let's work that with the dough scraper. For the guy who said he didn't like dough under his fingernails, I got plenty of that going on right now. So that's a nice strong dough, it's just really sticky. It's really sticky in my hands. Right, I'm gonna have to wash these hands because having dirty hands for more than a few moments it's not the most joyful of things. Okay, so if you're kneading it, you don't want flour on the board, because all you're going to do is keep working that flour into the dough, and that flour won't be developed as much as the original flour in the recipe. So flour to roll if you need it, but not for developing or kneading. That door. It's been an absolute gale. So this is half the recipe that's up there now. So I reckon I'll get 4 good sized naans from this. We'll work that a little bit more. So it's nicely stretched. So you can see how strong it is, because when it sticks to something, it all holds together as one dough, apart from when it sticks to my fingertips. So we should be pretty much there, to be fair. I just need to check it for our window pane in a minute. So just stretch and fold. My music's all playing up now. Who knows why? Hopefully the wind's not going to knock out the internet. Okay. So stretch out the dough. You'll be able to see daylight through it before it tears. Well, not daylight, but I have a big ring light in front of me, and that's ready to go. So, into a clean bowl. Alexa, stop. I don't know why the music's not working. Never fear. Okay, into a clean bowl. Bing, bang, bosh. Clean from it, and then into the fridge. Or if you wanted it for the day, then about an hour or 2 hours I think is ideal. At room temperature, nowhere warm, until it's doubled in size. Bum, 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 bum. And then she's done until tomorrow. On which tomorrow we are doing a coconut cream vegetable curry. We're doing a taco dal, so red lentil puree, and we're doing carrot and onion bhajis again. Although it'll probably be the last time I do those because they're not healthy. And the naan bread, of course, which I think we're going to finish with melted butter and cheese. So definitely not a vegan-friendly naan bread, but you could put vegan cheese on that. I just think it's disgusting. You could just have them plain, garlic, be very nice, or use a vegan spread, but I'll use melted butter and cheese for tomorrow. And that should all be pretty cool, as long as we can get a barbecue lit. You know that coffee never happened. It's gonna be fourth time I'm trying to make a coffee. But we're gonna make it, and Grace can remind me to press the button if I forget again. On the Discord, Greg, I don't know if you saw, I put the pictures up from yesterday's first trial, which was really good. And hopefully it'll look good on stream as well, because it's quite theatrical as it bubbles up and starts to grow. What I learnt was, after you brush them with butter and then put cheese or whatever topping onto the naan and put it back onto the barbecue, it sets fire very, very quickly, because that butter obviously drips into the coals and the cheese here is a bit gnarly. It tasted good, but it was barbecued. It wasn't like a naan. So what I found was, my oven was hot anyway, because I had some chips in for the kids. Shh, don't tell the mum. Put the cheese, brush the naan with the butter, put the cheese on, and then chuck it in the oven for that cheese to melt, and that was perfect. It's on point. So we'll endeavour to do that tomorrow. No problem. I'm trying to get better with the photo thing now. So we'll see how we get along with it. But yeah. Get that in the fridge. Otherwise I'll be cooking them later on. And that's not the plan. Oh, the other thing I'm going to do tomorrow, so we're doing Indian tomorrow. However, I will also be making some cupcakes, sponges in cases, and some buttercream, because it's the Queen's Jubilee this weekend, and the village around here has been proactive on putting posters up everywhere for all the children of the community to make some cupcakes, which sounds terrifying, because there's going to be all these germ-ridden, snotty, unwashed children's hands cupcakes left outside in a little festival that's happening. So I'm not going to be eating any other than ones that I make, and I'll decorate some with my daughter when she finishes school tomorrow. But I am going to do them on stream, because I thought I may as well get everything ready. My daughter will enjoy decorating them, but she won't be so into making buttercream or a sponge. So, Chiz, you missed it. Yeah, they definitely eat with their eyes. Yeah, it's all right, Chiz. You can kind of see it on the stove, because I'm not eating it yet. I'll put it back down here, so you can see what we did. We just made the naan dough as well for tomorrow. But yeah, so cupcakes, so Queen's Jubilee, so my plan is to do it in blue, red and white, like the Union Jack flag. In case you didn't know, that's the colour of our flag. I'm not going to try and make it look like a Union Jack. You know, only to say sorry, cheers. You're always welcome here. And I do think actually the time that I get on is quite early for most people. Where are we going? This one. There you are. So rice, stir fry, tofu larb, which is a shallot, spring onion, vegetarian fish sauce, lime juice, and tofu salad, and like a dressed cucumber and avocado. Pretty tasty gear. Yeah, so I think I don't have a mixer here. I gave it to my mum and she's not giving it back. But it's fine because I'm going to try to make my buttercream in a food processor bowl, which I've never tried before, and it does wear me a little bit that it gets too warm. But we'll give it a go tomorrow. It needs to work. I need to make it work because I've promised my daughter and the village that we'll make some cupcakes. So we'll have a go. Let's move our camera again. Bum, bum, bum. Here we are. So yeah, I want to try and do like a two-tone swirl on the buttercream. So double bag in another bag, so triple bag. If there's anyone that went to nightclubs in the UK when I did, we used to call triple bagging something else. But I mean it in a piping bag for buttercream sense, not for dodgy chicks in the dark parts of the club. But hey ho. I kind of have to make it work. I mean, worst case, I can do it by hand, but I think you don't get a very fluffy buttercream if you beat it by hand. Sorry for that. I can resist. Anyway, obviously not me, but my mates participate in such behaviour. Right, that's a wrap for me today, ladies and gents. Thank you very much for joining in your fun banter and antics. Tomorrow, I think 11 o'clock AM. I'll aim to be on for, not 10. Whenever I've been on 10, no one's coming. And the stream gets a bit busy as the day goes on, so I don't know if that's just because I've been on for a bit longer or if it's just a better time for people. But 11 o'clock tomorrow morning is the plan for Indian. Bhajis, taco dal, vegetable curry and naan. Sounds like a lot of food for me to eat on my own, doesn't it? Oh well. I'm looking forward to it too. All right, thank you very much everyone for all your support, and I'll catch you tomorrow or tonight if you want to be around tonight. Yeah, there's Greg. I'll see you later on tonight, Greg. Hopefully your neck's better as well. Hopefully you'll be busting the weights out. But it's arms day today, so I'm hoping I'm going to be strong for that. Try and get a good pump on those arms. See you later, guys. Thank you very much. Peace for now.